It's not a day at retail without the local Karen causing a mess. Welcome to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things. Let's get into the clips. Here we got a Karen who decided to go to a comedy show, and unfortunately one of the comedians said something that she found slightly offensive, so she took it upon herself to go onto the stage and confront the guy for the offensive joke. Here's what happens.
Ma'am, it's a goddamn comedy show. What the is? You gotta ingest this. What's the problem? What's the problem? Huh? What's the problem? I don't want to know what the you had to ask me. Goddamn compelling as fuck. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? We know you're a woman. We can tell. Good. How? How am I insulting people by talking about sexual matters between adults? I'm talking about consenting adult shit. I have sex with women. So me being up here describing my life is insulting to you? Then how can you speak for the whole crowd and tell me that I'm insulting them? Is anybody insulting? No! Sounds like a resounding yes over here. A resounding agreement. Bye, Karen. See, white people be thinking they can do whatever the they want. Storm the Capitol or storm my goddamn stage.
That didn't play out how you thought it was going to, did it, Karen? You thought everyone was going to be all on your side for confronting this comedian for his offensive jokes, when no, that's not what happened here. No one particularly cares. Everyone who goes to, if you're going to a comedy show, you should expect that some jokes you may or may not be somewhat offensive towards you, because that's what comedians do. They're going to make jokes that are going to be slightly offensive. Even if it's just self-deprecating jokes against themselves, someone might find that slightly offensive, and the big thing with that, you just gotta learn how to just sit there and enjoy the show. Getting all worked up and offended over a joke to the point where you go up onto the stage and attempt to confront the comedian literally only serves a single purpose: to make yourself look like an absolute fool when everyone else, including the entire audience, start laughing at you because of your stupidity. Good job. That was probably far more embarrassing than what it should have been, and that's absolutely hilarious. Here we watch the patience of someone slowly disintegrate into a Karen as they watch an old lady who has no idea how to use an automatic car wash.
So the old lady don't know how to use the wash. So now I'm sitting here.
Wash is now ready. Please try them slowly.
Yo, I've been sitting here for like 25 minutes, yo.
Oh my God, put it in dry!
Granted, it's been apparently 25 minutes according to the person recording, so I can understand the sheer amount of anger at this one person who doesn't seem to be able to get into the right position. But is there usually okay, this probably won't be a thing in America, but actually, no, that's not even much of a thing here. In some car washes where there's an automatic and a manual car wash, there's usually a guy floating around cleaning up the bays and all that who would be able to help in this type of situation. But then I'm not experienced with the car wash, the auto car washes that are right next to a fuel station and stuff along those lines. I don't know if there's an additional person who works those car washes that are floating around to help people when things like this occur. Also, why has it taken this old lady so damn long to just figure out how to sit in the perfect position? It's not that hard, it's not that complicated. Here we have a comedy show event being held in a neighborhood by what I can gather from what was said in the clip. That might not be 100% correct either. Anyway, a Karen neighbor was not happy about the noise being created by this event, so she decides to take it upon herself to go out there and knock the mic around, do some various other messy things over it.
smiling. Do you know what it's like to watch somebody drop dead of a heart attack? Well, you know what? You're not funny. This isn't funny. Become neighbors. This is no, you cannot. This is not a commercial venue. Shut the up. Go to hell.
Yeah, she's a comic. It's cool. Oh God. Oh.
I got a video. Oh my God.
Yes, because stealing a microphone is going to work so well in your favor when there's a huge audience watching you do that exact same thing. It's almost like there's a very high chance that someone's recording in the crowd. Oh wait, someone did. Ah, well, that's a bit of a shame. Good thing you didn't manage to get away with running away with the microphone, because that probably would have been a bit of a issue for you depending on the microphone itself, and it looks like to be a wireless one, which those things tend to be $200, $300, $400, you know, it only costs a bit of money and could potentially get you in a bit of trouble for stealing it. You know, don't worry about it. It's totally not going to be a massive issue that was so not worth the time that you wasted dealing with this. Here we have a Karen going off at a bunch of fast food workers, and one of the other customers wasn't happy with the Karen doing so he goes off at the Karen. Here's what happens.
Shut me up. Why don't you shut me up? I'm so tired of ignorant people like you coming in here talking bad about the workers. That's why you can't get workers. Who wants to sit here and listen to some come in here and talk to him? Let that man work. That man ain't causing you no problems. He's doing the best he can. It doesn't matter what I like. I can tell you don't like it. Well, too bad. Go someplace else. Go to Burger King. Have it your way at Burger King. Will you shut the up? I just said that. I said shut the up, man. I don't care who you call. I could care less.
Excuse me, can you call the police?
You call them.
Yes, you can.
You call them. You see they're busy.
Well, then get the man to go back over here.
What's wrong with that corner for now?
Better yet, I don't want the food.
You don't need to.
I love how the Karen's first reaction to this is like, can someone call the cops on him? Like, he's annoying me. Can someone call the cops on him? All the workers are just looking at her going like, nah, I think we're good. I think you're causing more problems here. And the actual guy itself's like, why don't you call the cops? You've got a phone, why don't you do it yourself? Which is a question, yeah. Why don't you do it yourself? If you really want to call the cops, why don't you get out your phone and call them yourselves? Oh, probably because you know how stupid this is going to sound, and then you know that when they do eventually come, they're going to look at the situation and then question you about what the hell were you thinking calling the cops on something so petty and stupid. So yeah, you understand what you're doing here. You know exactly what you're doing, and that's why you won't do it yourself. Here we have a Karen annoying a person in their car for their car being too noisy.
I don't drive this car every day.
Well, no, I see it start and go and start. So
Okay, there's a lot of other modified cars in this community.
There's another man.
I pay for this parking spot, so I don't know what the problem
That's
is.
what I thought, but I'm complaining because this noise of this car drives me nuts.
Okay, it's a V8, it's not modified.
What's that?
It's street legal.
I don't know what that means, but I just can't stand this noise of this car.
There's nothing illegal on this car.
The muffler, whatever it is.
There's still a muffler on this car.
Well, why does it make so much noise?
Because it's a V8 with almost 500 horsepower.
Well, I don't know if they even have this car in this parking lot. It drives me nuts. And I'm going to complain about this so you know.
Great.
Welcome to the world, Karen. Some cars are quiet, some cars are very noisy. I mean, I can only imagine what the Karen would be like living in the neighborhood that I do, because, you know, around, there's a lot of cars with some pretty interesting engines around here. You got a few modifieds, you've got some Nissan Zs, you've got some Holden Commodores, the classic Australian vehicle with V6s and V8s and so on and so forth, and they tend to drive around. They're very noisy. Some of them are more noisy than others, and some people just like to accelerate and rev like an idiot because that's just what they like doing in their car for some dumb explained reason. And there's always a lot of car noise happening around here. It's quiet a lot of the time, but then there's also car noise. That's just how it goes when you live in a neighborhood where people have cars. Some cars are noisy. Some people want to have a car that's fun, but also ends up being noisy because it's fun. It's just how it is. Here we have a Karen that, rather than take an actual car park, which is very empty a little bit further ahead of her, she decides to double park behind another person's vehicle in order to get out and start walking her dog. And then when she gets confronted by the person who owns that vehicle who's attempting to leave, this happens.
Please get.
I already told you why.
There's a spot right there you could park in. And do you live here?
Who the f are you?
I live here.
There's somebody who lives here. Who is assigned?
What? I need to get in my car and get to a job, and
You don't have to treat me like this. I didn't do anything to you. So
You
what?
did too. You parked her in.
Oh, and I'm really hurting her.
Yes, I need to get to my. I have responsibilities I need to get to. This is my parking spot.
No, it's not.
I signed a lease here. They said you can park right there.
No, they didn't.
Were you there?
Were you there when she signed the lease?
Why are you yelling at me too? Who the f are you?
Somebody she asked to help her.
Good.
And you don't live here.
What do you think? You think I'm gonna
Please
hit you?
get
Is
in
that
your
why
car.
You're recording me?
Because you're being psycho. I would like you to get in your car
Psycho.
and move.
I'm being psycho.
Please get in your car and move.
I'll wait for the police to come.
For what?
Because you're being rude to me. The whole time since you knocked on that door, you've been being rude.
Why would I be so nice to you when you're blocking me in when I have to go somewhere? You shouldn't do this in the first place. This is my spot. I live here. And you do not live here.
Yes, good idea, Karen. Wait for the police to come so they can come see the fact that you double parked somewhere and cop a fine for doing so. Oh, what a good Samaritan this Karen is. Just turning herself in, allowing herself to get an easy fine. Oh wait, she doesn't realize that. Oh. Of course not. Karens don't think about the law. They don't actually know anything about the law until it actually favors them. When it doesn't favor them, they're going to pretend like they didn't know anything, which is hilarious to say the least. Here we got a loopy Karen who causes a bit of a scuffle with another customer and then calls over a fake imaginary worker and starts complaining to them even though there's no one there.
Why can't I be out here? Why can't I be in Vacaville? Why can't I be out here?
Excuse me. Here I am minding my own business.
You bumped into my child.
This person called me a
No, I did. Are you serious?
Yeah, here I am minding my own business, and this person, she bumped into me and she called me
a lying. Why would I say that in front of my daughter? What's wrong with you? Who are you even talking to? You're not talking to anybody. What is wrong with you?
Her. There it is. It's her.
What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me right now?
It's her. She called me a
You're not talking to anyone. There's no one listening to you.
Excuse me. Look. She's harassing me.
I'm not harassing. You said I shouldn't be here in Vacaville. Why did you say that?
See? She's harassing me.
I am not harassing you.
She called me a
She's lying.
See?
She is lying. She told me I should not be in Vacaville. She told me I should not be here. She bumped into my daughter.
I'm here minding my own business.
You are not minding your business.
She started taking photos of me.
Why? I'm recording you because you told me I should not be here.
She started taking photos of me.
Why are you lying, lady?
I'm here minding my own business. I'm from UC Davis, and she bumped into me and started taking photos of me.
Are you kidding me?
See?
Are you? See? Why are you lying?
I think she may need some help. Don't know about you, but it seems a little bit off that she's trying to complain to a worker that doesn't even exist. And I wouldn't be too surprised there may or may not have been another worker there before at the end of this clip with the other round of complaints. Yeah, very interesting to say the least. Just like, hello, excuse me, come over here. And then just start talking to a person and then you're just like, wait, hold on a moment. They don't exist. What are you going on about? What? Some people are just a little out of it. Here we have an off-duty police officer who is attempting to use his authority to intimidate a construction worker.
I'm respectfully asking Milestone for a supervisor, and they're refusing to give me one.
I want your supervisor.
I am a sergeant.
I want somebody over you.
I want a phone number. I want a phone right now.
You're the one breathing all heavy for a fighter.
Because he's starting an issue with people out in the street.
He is not starting it.
You weren't, sir. You weren't.
That guy has never caused an issue since he's been here.
First thing
you
he did was apologize to me. First thing he did.
And why are you saying he has an attitude?
You do. You're the one with the attitude right now.
You're going to have to leave, sir.
I don't have to leave.
Well, then I'll sit here and babysit you.
You're not babysitting me, pal. I've been doing this longer than you can imagine. I came over to have a conversation with him, and we fixed it. Now you're over here causing more of a problem.
You told me he had an attitude.
I said you had an attitude.
You are totally...
I need a supervisor from you.
You're not getting one unless I get one tonight.
You choose your battles wisely, fellas.
You've already lied to me. You said you was pulling out of there.
No, I didn't. I said I was right here in the turn lane.
You told me you was right there.
You lying sack of shit. I said
now
I was
you're
right here and I turned it.
Now you're cussing
I
at me?
was sitting right, and he knows that. He was
Hits
right
you
here.
just told me.
You know what? You're a nobody. You get out of the street.
Quit pointing your finger.
Get out of the street.
Come here. Come here. Get his tag number.
22474.
We're getting it.
I don't really care.
We're getting it.
I just told you. 22474.
What's your badge number?
5.
5?
Car 5.
What county? What township?
Morgan.
Morgan?
Yep.
Police station.
Don't worry about it. You got my
Don't
tag.
worry.
You think
No,
you know
what's the
everything.
police station?
You think you know everything.
Now you're trying to push me.
You touch me and you're going to jail.
You see
just
this,
what
right?
I
You
see,
see
man.
this, right?
I got it on camera what he just did.
Just like your helmet says, danger, stupid kills.
You know this is going on YouTube, right?
Get out of the street. Get out of the street.
That's unbelievable.
I just imagine that South Park meme clip of respected by authority just when it comes down to this entire clip, because it just seems like a stupid interaction to say the least. Like, what is the police officer even complaining about in this situation? Oh, what, that he can't go from the far lane into the to turn into that place for something when there's construction going on? Like, I'm genuinely confused on what's the problem here and why the police officer's having a bad time of it all and is trying to express his authority on top of these people. And then of course when he flicks his arm around and the construction worker he's talking to slightly touches him, he's like, oh, now you've touched me, now you're going to jail. It's just like, what in the world? You're on such a power trip, it's not even funny. Here we have a Karen who's extremely upset that the person who's serving them in a gas station so happens to be Indian. And so she starts throwing things around.
In this country,
I have right.
What right?
Okay?
What
I have
right
right.
you have?
I can stay. I can stay.
Can't.
I have right.
I will find a reason to get you put out.
Okay.
Watch me. I have plenty of white friends.
It's not your country.
What country is it? Whose country
right.
is it?
It's my
Whose
right.
country is
It's
it?
my right.
It's my country.
It's my right.
You
I
don't
can stay
belong
here.
here.
I have right.
You don't have any right.
Okay. I have no right. Okay.
Sure don't. Stupid fat. I'm playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I am not. Put it in again. Put it in again. Put it in again.
Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Do this. Do this.
Sick of you. Stupid fucks come in this country and think somebody's supposed to bow down to you. That doesn't happen here. You're not white, faggot. I don't give a what you put on your dumb phone.
Okay.
I don't give a I'm too. You're too up. Who's child in here?
Wow, that's that is definitely an interesting spicy clip to say the least, just to see the entitledness from that person just on how much they're being oppressive against the Indian there, which is Interesting to say the least, considering what happened to black people for the longest time. You'd think they would all be a lot more considerate of other minority races, but in this situation, seemingly not. But also, I probably wouldn't have been trying to throw around the gas handle like that if I were you, because not only could you get in trouble for destruction of property there, you're also running a high risk that you're throwing around a thing that, if breaks, could leak flammable liquid everywhere and cause a lot of fucking problems that could potentially even kill someone in the current gas station because there's multiple other people around. So I think you could probably get in a lot of trouble for throwing those things around. I ain't gonna lie, buddy. Maybe you should think things a little more thoroughly than what you've done in this situation here. In this first clip, we've got a truck driver who's at the office waiting to get his load unloaded, and then we have another employee from this office coming out to harass the truck driver. For what reason, we don't know. Here's a clip.
What kind of stuff is this? I called the whole day. I've been calling the whole day.
What door are you at?
On 17?
Thank you.
I'll bring it back.
Excuse me, sir. Off my property.
You touching me? Stop touching me.
Out of my
Stop
door
touching
now.
me. Stop touching me.
You are.
You touching me. See how you touching me? Leave my paper alone. You touching my stuff. You see this? Stop touching my stuff. Stop touching my stuff. I'm not holding you. Leave my key alone. Leave my key alone. Can you leave my key? Thank you.
Get out. Stand over there. You are not professional. I need you
I'm
to
over
leave
here.
my premises now. Don't do that. Now, you are over here.
I'm standing over here.
You will not be unloaded here.
Thank you. You see?
I am not going to have him disrupting my whole work here.
But you're talking about him being professional. You also.
Yes, I am very professional. I have never in my life done this. Come back to my window and handle your business, please.
You just touched me. You just touched me. I need to report. I need to report. No, I need to report for that. I need a report. I need a report.
All you want.
I need. Look what you did to my paper.
I don't care about the paper.
I need a report, please.
You will not be unloaded.
I need a police report. Matter of fact, let me call the police because you just.
I think this goes without saying, but no matter how unprofessional someone's acting in a workplace, it doesn't give you a reason to put your hands on them in any way, shape, or form. Unless they do so first, then you're defending yourself, but by claiming they're being unprofessional and then trying to pull them out by grabbing them and pulling them along, you're just therefore being unprofessional yourself, and you don't really win in that situation. Furthermore than that, it also gives them the ability to, well, charge you with assault if they really want to, considering they're recording it. It'd be very flipping petty, but doesn't stop people from doing other things that are very petty. In this next clip, we got a Karen who's pretty unhappy with the fact that the neighbors got some blow-up toys touching their side of the fence and decided to get mad and use a poking stick to poke holes into the inflatables.
I'll move it. I'll move it. How you like that? There, now call the cops. Keep it off of my property. I have the right to move it. Get it off!
Wasn't touching nothing.
You liar, I got photos of it. I got photos from up there. I got photos from right here where it's touching it.
What is this logic here? So if it's touching the fence on your side, that means it's now in the other person's yard, and that's not what you're allowed to do. I just don't get anything here. From what we can see in the video, the inflatables are on the other side of the fence. They're not on Karen's side of the fence. It's just touching the fence, and she has to have a need to get a poking stick that seems to have something sharp on the other end to poke at the inflatables and make sure to make holes. I mean, yeah, you can call the police just based upon property damage there. Like, good God. In this next clip, we've got an old man that is seemingly grumpy that there's a concrete shop out the front of his house pouring concrete into what I assume what was a pothole before.
Everything all right? Does everything look all right? I want that truck off my lawn. You got no problem. What are you taking pictures?
Get off me lawn, you youngins. I don't get it. The truck's not on the lawn, it's just on the side of the road, and clearly they're trying to fix the road of whatever damage is there. And this guy comes in with a hammer, starts banging along the truck. Like, first off, why are you doing that? That could get you in far more crap than just being upset at things, and then you could just go and stomp in through the concrete. Bro, what is your problem here? In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's apparently acting like a nuisance inside the store, and now is being asked to leave, but absolutely refuses to do so.
Wait right
I'll
here.
tell him why.
Look behind you. You're trespassing. I have signs up all over the building. I have the receipt to use service to anyone.
I'll wait and tell him. You're the one's the problem, not me.
No,
He's the one spitting in my face.
No one spit on you.
Just report it. I'm gonna move you out. I have the option to move you. I want you not to an officer. I can physically move you if I want you out of trouble. I'm gonna give you one more opportunity. You guys hear me?
Puma's crazy.
I'm not shoving you. I'm just gonna move you out of the building. You're touching my merchandise.
Stop shoving me!
Get out of the building.
Stop shoving me! Stop shoving me! Stop shoving me!
Right here.
Okay.
Not shoving me.
Give me my
Wait right
stuff.
here. That's all I'm asking you to do is wait right here.
Okay.
That's it. You're not coming
I'm
in.
gonna call him and tell him you
They're
picked me up
coming.
and you took me out.
I did.
Yeah,
I asked him.
and I'm gonna tell him that.
I asked the officer already.
Good. No, you cannot touch me.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't. It's assault.
No, you cannot go inside there.
It's assault.
You're not coming inside. Here he is, right here. Here's the officer.
Good.
Hey, Spencer.
Go ahead. Hey, Spencer.
Yeah,
His
I got
friend
her out
over
here.
here spit in my face.
I never
he
spit
did.
in your
Yes, he
face.
did. I have his
This
photo.
lady came in and just started going crazy on
No,
this guy.
he
She
picked
came
me
in
up.
the gym, started cussing at all the
No, I did
receptionists.
not. That's wrong.
We asked her to move. She would not
I
leave.
did not
I
cuss.
called you.
I did not
All I did
cuss.
was pick her up by her body and I moved her outside. I did
He
not push
assaulted
her.
me.
I did not assault her.
He pushed me.
Do you have someone coming down here, dude?
Sure.
Yeah, I've got a guy coming over. Thank
Good.
you. All right.
Hey, John, could you come down here too? Yes.
I absolutely love how you can hear the laughter of the police guy in the background off of the phone just by the entire situation. He's just like, just off of the phone. It's hilarious. I don't know. I don't get why people act like children like this sometimes. It never makes any sense to me. I understand some people are just so entitled to get what they want that when they're told no, they just act childish until they get what they want. But it just drives me insane how we have people like this in this day and age. In this next clip, we've got a Karen who's an Uber passenger and has an absolute need to complain about anything that occurs in that entire drive.
Can you do me a favor? Can you move the seat forward because it's hitting my knees at this point?
Yeah, no problem. Hold on.
It's very uncomfortable.
Is that better? Sorry about that.
Well, there's no point in saying sorry. It was already, it was already pushing on my knees. But that's what most of you Uber drivers do anyway. I'm not trying to come off rude, but can you hold on? I didn't even put my seatbelt on. This right here is loose. This almost poked me.
All right.
Are you familiar with this area, sir?
Yes, I am.
It's too hot in here. Can I lower this window or something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You like it really hot in here, man. It's like I'm in the Amazon. It's crazy in here. You're not hot? Your seatbelt is really tight around my neck, man. It really is tight. Has anybody else complained about this?
No, man. No, they have not. Huh? Well, then take it off.
No, I'm not going to take it off. You showed up late.
Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make you as comfortable as possible here.
Well, you're doing a bad job at it. Are you giving me an attitude, sir?
No, ma'am, I'm not.
All I have to do is report you to Uber, and so be it. You will be kicked off of this app, okay? This freaking seat is leaning on my knee. You have to have consideration for passengers when they get in your car. I want another Uber driver. Because all you're doing is running that lip of yours, and don't nobody want to hear what you got to say. Over there in the parking spot. I'm not going to get out in the middle here.
All right.
God.
I think this Karen completely forgets that one bad rating on an Uber driver isn't going to get them immediately kicked off of that, as well as Uber drivers have the ability to rate their passengers, so I have a funny feeling that it's more likely she's going to get kicked off if she continues to act like this in front of other Uber drivers. I get the seat probably should have been moved mostly forward initially, but it's something that may happen depending on if people were in the passenger seat beforehand. But the complaining about the seatbelt, you have the ability to slightly adjust it. It's meant to be tight, for Christ's sakes, like, good God. In this next clip, we probably have the case of why old people shouldn't still be driving cars, and if they are, they should be retested quite often.
Was you the one? Get the cops here fast.
She said just go over to your car.
It was
probably the dog driving.
Shut up, asshole. Shut up, asshole. Did you hear what you're laughing, aren't you? They hit me from here. I'm so lucky.
You hit them.
I'm so lucky I'm alive. Shut up.
Yeah. Say hi.
911, please.
911. All right, guys. Yeah, listen. If they need, I basically pulled up and
no, you don't.
I'm truly curious on what actually happened in this situation, on like how this crash occurred, because my god, that car looks like it was completely squished. Like, wow.